Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast. We're two kindred spirits. That's Brooke and Becky. Believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. Not to sound repetitive, but we're your hostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
And welcome back. Oh, so sorry. If you've already listened to last week's episode, I don't know, but I'm just so sorry. I typed up a little thing in the show notes trying to say the audio's a little messed up. I don't know who actually looks at show notes before they listen, though. So I don't know. And I think I posted it on Instagram. So sorry. We had a little fluke there. But yeah, it sounded like we were in a gigantic opera hall. It was because I was like, oh, I think it because there's another setting on this interface that's relatively normal.
Mm-hmm.
So like it really wouldn't have been that big of a deal. And I was thinking it was set on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh no, it's probably fine. And then, we went about our business. Y'all went home. And then like a couple days later, I was like, okay, I need to edit the episode. So I came down and I turned it on and I started listening. The music played normal because that's just saved in the interface.
Right.
And then we started talking and it was atrocious. I literally, like a few seconds in, I like paused it and I was like, oh. I texted Austin and I was like, the thing was on a different setting and now we sound like we were in like a big opera hall and we're just echoing nonstop. So I'm going to put it on that setting if I can and see, you can see what we sounded like. Yeah. There we go.
Oh. That's terrible.
It was really bad. It was bad. I'm going to put it back. But yeah, this is how echoey it was. Yeah. So.
Oh my.
We messed around with it and it sounded a lot better pretty much instantly. But it's still not normal. So.
But I can't wait to listen to it.
Even when I was editing it though, afterwards, after we fixed it a little bit, you get used to it. So it's not that big of a deal. But I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Like, it was such a good episode. We talked about so many books. Like, I feel like we just did a good job. Not that we don't do a good job normally, but it just, sometimes it feels like you've done a better job than other times.
Right.
So I was like really kicking myself. But it is what it is. I'm just so sorry. For anybody who listened to it and like absolutely hated it. I'm just so sorry. So yeah, we've made a few adjustments. I actually bought something that I meant to bring down here and try to use before today, but that'll have to wait. But it was cheap. Let me just start off by saying it was cheap, so don't know if it'll even really work.
Mm-hmm.
But like not handheld, little Bluetooth microphones.
Mm-hmm.
That like we could clip to our shirts.
Yeah.
And stuff. I don't know if it'll work. I haven't messed with it yet. It was only like $10. It was like a 2-pack of microphones, the little
Nice.
receiver thing,
Mm-hmm.
and some kind of cords. I don't know, but it was only like $10 on Amazon. And I was like, you know what? I want to see if that is something we can.
Right.
Every time I see other people who are podcasting, they have small microphones.
Mics, yeah.
And actually, one of the most recent times my mother-in-law was down here, she had gotten a little microphone camera thing. Mm-hmm. And have you ever seen those videos on Instagram where they like put them on like their toddler's hat?
Yes.
And like they like walk around and
Yes.
you hear the toddler and stuff. It's just funny. So she sort of did that with Stetson and it was really cute. Yeah, so I just was thinking about, maybe we could use smaller microphones.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, but I've also seen microphones like this.
Right.
But whatever. Just a random thing. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say sorry about the audio. And now we can get into our normal spiel. Do you have any hauls or books or anything you want to mention? Garden stuff?
Well, I've been injured for over a month now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure my garden is dead because I haven't been able to get out there and do stuff with it. Except for those 2 random squash plants. They're really going at it out there. But I don't think I'm going to have a garden this year. But I was telling my brother, I said, I've been injured for over a month and I haven't been able to get out here and I think my plants are dead. And he goes, you sound like me and like my other, like, the, I guess, trainees, recruits. Like when he was in the military, he said, when we were in the military living in barracks and someone got injured, we're like, oh, you sissy, you can't get out here and shake it off, whatever. He said, you're not a 20-year-old man
Right.
living in a barracks, right?
Yeah.
He's like, life happens. So you don't have a garden this year, you'll have one next year.
Yeah.
Which made me feel a little bit better about it because I was really like, I was upset. I grew these plants and then killed them.
Yeah.
Basically.
I feel ya.
And I'm hurting a lot today in my shoulder.
Did you need that ice pack now?
And no, I iced all the way down here.
Okay.
I just wanted to refreeze them. And I'm going to an acupuncturist on Thursday.
Yay.
And I'm going back to the chiropractor on Monday, but I'm worried that I'm going to have an x-ray and maybe surgery.
Right, like depending on how bad.
Because it's not, like it's better, but it's not better. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What initially happened? Do you know?
So I have an injury that I struggle with from work. And I can't prove that it's from work, so I can't get like a doctor's excuse to not continue to do this one particular thing. But every time they put me in that one particular position, I have a flare up. Mm-hmm. And
because it's pulling and yanking on your arms and shoulders. Yeah.
Yes. And so when this happened, I was put outside in this position, and I don't try to complain about stuff. So I worked the position, and then the next day I woke up and my muscles were tight. I couldn't use my arm. And so every time that this has happened, I go to the chiropractor and I feel better. I always have a pain. It's a constant pain every day of my life, but I usually can just work through it. This time it's not getting better. Like it's almost better. And then I don't know why, but then I'll wake up and it'll be hurting again. And so it's hurting right now. But I'm hoping that the acupuncturist will kind of help with that. It feels like, and this is how it has felt for a while, what I have thought, that like there's something, the muscles or something are twisted and like the knot moves from location to location. Because I feel pain most of the time in my shoulder blade, but I have felt it in my neck. Recently, like with this last flare up, in my armpit and in my shoulder. And right now my shoulder's hurting really bad. So I'm hoping the acupuncturist can maybe help unknot it. The chiropractor, when I went the first time, he was like, oh, your muscles are really tight.
I know. And you don't say.
He's like, you're carrying a lot of stress right here. So, I mean, I've spent over $500 on the chiropractor. And it's money I really didn't have to spend. Plus, I missed a lot of work. And my paycheck was like $500 short because I missed work.
Right.
And so, for those of you who don't know, I'm a stressor. I'm a worrier.
Yeah.
So the whole financial thing, I know, give it to God. And he does always take care of me. But it's like in the moment, I'm always like, how am I going to do this? Yeah. And I had to have, the alignment on the car and new tires.
Yeah.
Which probably adds to my stress, which probably adds to the muscle issue.
I know, it's really hard not to stress out about things.
Anyway, I'm hoping that the acupuncturist can help me because I don't want to spend any more money and I don't want to have surgery because then I can't work.
Right.
So I can't make money to pay my bills and pay for the surgery, and it's fine. I'm going to be fine.
You're going to be fine. Hopefully the acupuncturist does it.
Yeah. I hope so.
Or at least a lot of it. It fixes a lot of it.
Because I went to the acupuncturist a few years ago about my carpal tunnel. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have pain with my carpal tunnel for over a year. So I'm really hoping that they'll help with this. And I'm also going to get them to redo for my carpal tunnel. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that I'll feel better next week. Because honestly, it's just been too long. And that's probably another reason why I'm crying like a baby. Because I just hurt all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you're just in pain. Of course, and then of course there's stress to add to that.
It's hard to sleep at night.
Yeah.
So, and then I constantly wake up and I'm like, why am I awake?
Insomnia.
But
yeah, and you don't really want to take like muscle relaxers and stuff unless you absolutely
not every day,
have
you
to,
know?
you know.
Yeah, I don't want to take them every day.
Right.
Actually, when I took the muscle relaxers, they didn't do anything
Well,
for
there
me.
you go.
So I haven't taken those in a while, and I'm trying not to take like the NSAIDs because I don't want to take that every day either. That's has bad side effects, you know, with prolonged use.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thugging it out.
Yeah.
But that being said, all that is that better?
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Yeah.
So that being said, I have that. I don't know if that's considered a haul, but while I was while
stress.
I was out with the girls on Saturday, I should have been working on our special episodes that I want to do because Ella did some of my sound effects.
Oh, good.
But she quit having any interest in helping me, so I have to finish.
Oh,
to finish the sound effects, which is fine. I think I know how she did it. She didn't show me, but I think I know how she did it. So I should have worked on that on Saturday, but instead I went to Walmart. The girls had a youth forum on Saturday, so they were gone all day. But I had to be up there because there's no point in me going home and coming back.
Right.
So I went to Walmart and I got some stuff Emma needed, just some little travel tissues, because all of her friends at church always ask her for gum and for tissues, or there's one boy who just is like wiping his hand or wiping his nose like on his hand, and she's like, use a tissue. So
I will not be holding your hand while we pray.
So I got her some of those. I got some trash bags because we are in deep cleaning mode again.
Oh, yay.
So I say we, it's really Emma because I can't use my arm.
Yeah.
I'm like, Emma, I'm sorry.
You
but
just point.
I'd pick up the trash bags with my left arm.
There you go.
Also trying not to injure my left arm, overcompensating for not using my right arm, you know?
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I had lunch. And then, so at Walmart, I bought some yarn, a new needle, because I keep losing my favorite needle.
Yeah.
Favorite hook, whatever. And so I bought another one, and so I crocheted a square, because, you know, I'm trying to work on Christmas presents.
Yeah.
I got to the end of the square, and I said, oh, I don't have scissors.
Oh, no. You don't have scissors?
I didn't bring my crochet stuff with me.
Oh, right.
So I had bought the stuff at Walmart, but I didn't think to buy scissors.
Yeah. Bought it with your teeth.
I considered it. And so I was like, well, I'll just listen to my books.
That's funny. I can't just sit there, though, and listen. I have to be doing something else.
Well, I did start to get really sleepy. So I stopped the book and put on music and went to sleep in the car.
Right. You know, people fall asleep to audiobooks, and I'm like, that feels like a sin.
It does. That's why I had to stop when I started getting sleepy, because I was like, I can't.
You're going to lose your spot. You're not going to remember what happened. Like, that feels wrong.
It is wrong.
How can you do that with a sound mind? I don't. No.
So that was my haul and my crash out. Sorry, guys. My mental crash out.
It happens. I hope you get some relief. I bought yarn too.
Did you?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Well, that's not the right question.
Oh.
Because I'm working on a million things. But back up. So this past month, I was going to fly up to Raleigh.
Oh, yeah.
To join our friend Lexi in a book club that she joined.
This was a really disappointing text, by the way, that I received.
I know. Because, but I did not go because I did not sign up in time, didn't register in time. And they provide food and stuff, well, for like a $25 fee. But they provide food, and normally they have like an arts and crafts kind of thing going. So I think it's I was like, oh, that sounds really fun.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get to go. But then me and Lexi video chatted and talked about the book, and
that's
that really
fun.
Yeah. And then I think we did a nice, good, in-depth talk about it, which was really fun.
So what was the book?
The book was The Bright Years by
Mhm.
Sara Damoff. Damoff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Which was fantastic, by the way. I talked about it last week, but it was fantastic. And she was telling me, she was like, one of the girls in the book club was like, I just didn't like this book because I felt like I was having to be somebody's therapist.
What?
Which, to each their own, whatever. And me and Lexi were like, when she told me that, I was just aghast. I was like, what? She was like, I did not get that at all. This book was so like raw and real. Like it was sad. I will give it that. And I told her, I said, if somebody said they didn't like the book because overall it was just too sad. Okay, I get it. But to sit there and say I felt like somebody's therapist during it, I was like, lucky you not having to endure anything in life. How good that must be.
Or not being able to empathize with others.
Right. What a fun time you're having. And I told her, I said, I hope she doesn't experience anything that happens in this book in real life because it's sad. Because real life is sad.
You're right.
And, it's also beautiful though, which is another part. Well, it was another kind of message the book was also getting across at the same time. Like life is still also very beautiful. And it was nice. It was nice talking to Lexi about it. And I was really bummed I couldn't go. But I should have thought ahead and like went ahead and registered and everything.
I was so sad for you when I read your text. I was like, no, because you were looking so forward to it.
I really liked that book. So I'm going to go up this month. And I don't know why I started talking about this.
Oh, yarn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. It circles back, I promise. Okay, thank you. So this month's book is Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaghy, and I really like Charlotte McConaghy. I've only read 2 other books by her, but I was like, oh, Lexi, I'm so excited to read this book. This book is going to be so good. I told her, I said, it's probably also going to be kind of sad, but I do think this one is going to be sad-ish, but also have more of just a mystery element to it. But the little activity, because they have an activity, normally it's like an arts and crafts thing, but they're doing karaoke, and I was like, I'm not going to do karaoke, but I will go. And then the theme is like 4th of July, even though it's going to be at the end of July.
Yeah.
Or Christmas in July. And I was like, well, I want to participate in some way, but I don't really want to dress up as Christmassy because you have to think about, I don't live there. So I have to get on a plane and go through security and get there and then come back. And so I want to look normal, People would be like, why is she wearing a Christmas sweater? So I'm going to wear just a shirt that has blue and white on it, jeans, boots, and then I was going to make a burgundy cardigan, a crocheted burgundy cardigan, because burgundy is, it's not bright red or anything, and I don't get along well with like bright red.
Yeah.
So
not many of us do.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Austin's favorite color is red. I'm like, eh. But burgundy, I was like, okay, I think I could do that. Now maybe I'll wear it also. So I bought yarn for it last night, just sort of yarn I've never used, but I just saw it on Amazon and was looking around trying to get some cheapish yarn.
Yeah.
But also kind of large bundles.
Yeah.
So
you don't run out.
Right. So that's that.
That's cool. So you've already registered.
Have registered and paid the $25. I cash apped it to Lexi because they wanted Venmo, and I was like, I had a Venmo like 100,000 years ago,
right? But
it's like under my maiden name. It was under my checking account before I even ever married Austin, like which is done.
Right.
There's nothing there. It doesn't exist. So,
right. I don't have a Venmo. I don't
really get Venmo.
Everyone at church uses it, and I'm like, what about Cash App?
They all got Cash App. I also don't like, and maybe I just haven't seen it on Cash App and I just don't realize it, but so I signed into the Venmo and then I realized it was like the other account and stuff, and I was like, I'm not doing this. So, but you can like just see everybody's transactions, and I was like, that seems a little interpersonal.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that Lexi sent $7 to this person for coffee. Like
Right.
I don't want to know.
That
I don't
is
need to know.
weird.
It's not my business. I feel weird looking at your finances. I don't like it. So yeah, I didn't like it.
It's very weird.
It is weird. Like why? Why is it there? I don't need to see this. This isn't social media. Like so I cash out Lexi $25 and she's gonna send it to the or Venmo
That's
it.
funny.
But yeah, that's what Yarn had to do with this. And the book club is called Reading Through Raleigh. Not that anybody in Georgia might be interested, but
Hey, we have listeners everywhere.
we do. So I'm excited. I kind of wish they weren't doing karaoke. I really wanted to do arts and crafts, but that's okay. That's okay.
You can watch everyone else sing.
Yeah, I will. It'll be fun. Get to hang out with Lexi a little bit. Yeah.
Anything else you have for a haul?
I don't
that's
know. That's a good question.
That was a weird way to ask that question.
No. You have to remind me while we're here sometimes. I might have something on Kindle, but I don't think I do.
Listen, I lead us down rabbit holes just as much as you do.
I don't think I have anything else to add haul-wise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. So.
Okay, so we're done with that.
So I'm going to be doing 3 book clubs this month.
Wow. You're an overachiever.
So that one, and then The Summer House by James Patterson with the group that my mom joined. And then ours.
Yeah.
Our book club, which is What You Are Looking For is in the Library by Michiko Aoyama, I think. That's just based off of memory, which is not great. I think that was it.
Yes,
though.
that's right.
Yay, I'm right. So, yeah. Have you finished anything?
Yes.
What have you finished?
I finished Dracula.
Dracula.
It was 17 hours and 30 minutes.
That's kind of long.
Yes. It in case you don't know, it's by Bram Stoker. It was very good.
Good.
And very gory.
Kind of good.
But I do like that it wasn't overly descriptive with the gory.
Yeah.
It left it to your imagination. Like it didn't talk like in that one book that we read, the
Wolf and the Woodsman. Oh,
yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the planet. The Wolf and the Woodsman.
Yes. That one was very descriptive, gory.
Yeah.
And I still enjoyed it, but I was very thankful that this was not as descriptive.
Yeah.
But having been written in the 1800s, I thought it was strangely grotesque for
its time.
Yeah.
I know. I messed everything up by hitting the table. I got excited.
I was like, I feel like that's me. I think it ended well. I think that there's only one person who dies that I wish hadn't.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Everybody else, you didn't really care.
Well, I wasn't as invested in them.
Yeah.
And there weren't that many deaths, honestly.
Yeah.
It was good. Then I finished The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That must have been short.
It was. It was only like 2.5 hours.
You are just making a comeback. Oh my gosh.
And that is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Classic.
I don't think I knew that.
It's a classic, and I've never read it ever in my life.
I haven't either.
I had a vague understanding of what it was about.
Yeah.
And it's really very tragic. But it makes you wonder, like, what were your motives in the first place? Like, why did you, maybe you deserved what happened because you wanted to, Dr. Jekyll wanted to separate his consciousness by being able to do evil things. He was, the Mr. Hyde,
mm-hmm.
he was evil. And then when he was Dr. Jekyll, then he wasn't held accountable for what Mr. Hyde did because it was a different consciousness.
Right.
Well, you have to, what is your reasoning behind, why would you even want to be able to do that?
Yeah.
And in the end, he actually couldn't control when he changed into Mr. Hyde. Like originally it was with a potion that he made, but he would just randomly change into Mr. Hyde. And so the ending of the book is actually very tragic. It was very good because the reader knows what's happening, but the two guys who are talking and kind of investigating are learning what's happening as they go along. So it was very good, well written, I thought. Then I listened to a very strange book.
Your face.
And I don't even know if I can say it was good.
It's okay if you can't.
And I don't know that I can say it was bad.
Yeah. Ian Reid? I don't know.
I don't know that this is the full title of it, but Doug Bradley's Spine Chillers, The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, okay.
And it was only an hour and a half.
I've never read.
I'm going to assume that it's actually just called The Call of Cthulhu.
I think it is.
Because it was originally written in 1928, and Doug Bradley is the one who recorded it.
Okay.
So I think it's just The Call of Cthulhu. Strange.
Yeah. I've never listened to it, but I know that that's like a whole nother fan base. Like that's
I was listening to it, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. You've reached a whole nother level.
I'm sure that there are people out there who really, really would enjoy this book. But I was confused part of the time.
Yeah.
It was like I don't understand what's happening. And maybe I would have understood it more if I was physically reading it rather than listening to it.
Was it horror? It's like cosmic horror, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be horror, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I know classical horror, though, is not quite as
It didn't
horrific as some books today. But
I was baffled.
Yeah. Shocked, confused, baffled, appalled.
But like I said, I'm sure there are people out there who'd love this book.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to explain it to you because I was confused.
Yeah.
But
I think, I really hope I'm right when I say this because I don't feel like looking it up. But I think I have something else by H.P. Lovecraft. I think it's by that author. But The Color of Space, I think. And I think that's another cosmic horror classic thing, which I haven't read, but I have it. They actually recently made a movie a couple years ago now, but and it looked odd.
Yeah.
It looked disturbing.
And I was listening to part of it and I was like, this sounds racist. And I'm not sure that it was meant to sound racist.
Right.
Because so the people who were worshiping this idol apparently were black and mulatto, which I think is a racist term. I'm not sure now.
Please don't come for her.
I'm not. That's what they said in the book. That's what they. But then they said that they were lunatics, and I was like, "Are you?"
Is it just because they're black?
That's what I was like.
No, that's not nice.
Did Cthulhu make them crazy? Like worshiping Cthulhu?
I could see that.
Saying that they're crazy because they're black? I was like, I wasn't sure.
See, and if you can't tell the difference, yeah.
And I was like,
I wish you could see Becky's face. I don't know about that.
I was very.
So was it like only colored people worshiping Cthulhu
in that particular instance? They didn't. I don't think it was only.
But when they were brought up, the terms were questionable.
Specific scene was taking place.
Yeah,
they were
okay.
But I think that they had cult members all over the world.
Yeah,
and that obviously some of them would be white as well. But
you would think.
You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem.
Tap it. Do a little. Try again.
Is that better?
That's better.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Real classy here. Bop it, twist it.
But and I think maybe it was the worshiping of Cthulhu that made him crazy because
See, I think if you would have,
I
you
say
should
that
have been
because
able to tell the difference, though. The difference should have been a little more obvious. That's where it's like, oh, okay.
later people just die from like craziness.
Yeah.
Like Cthulhu gets released on the earth, and the captain of a ship is like just laughing, and then he dies.
Yeah.
So
Insanity.
I need to stop knocking this thing. It was bizarre.
Yeah. How long was it?
An hour and a half, I think.
Said that or not?
I think I did. Yeah, an hour and a half.
Okay.
So it felt like longer, honestly.
Yeah. You're really putting away classics. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
For you. You like that?
Yeah. Well, it depends on the classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Some are just classics just because they're old. So
they weren't any good when they were written the first time.
Right. So they're just there. That's cool. Yeah.
What have you finished?
I finished 2 things.
Okay.
So now you're ahead. You're ahead on the whatever competition we're having. I finished Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I thought it was very nostalgic because I picture the TV show and I'm like there with the TV show. I have started the second book called Flawless, and it picks right up from the end of the first. And I'm starting to think I like the show more. So
the writers of the show did better than the writer of the book.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think they aged them up a little bit.
Oh,
maybe in the show, and I think that plays a big part.
That helps.
Yeah, and I think I don't really like the narrator.
Oh,
but I'm still listening. I wish that as the girls aged, that she sounded less like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's narrating, and maybe she was a child when she got this gig. I don't know. But she sounds the same. And I'm like, okay, when they were in the beginning of the first book and it was like 7th grade, and do you know what Pretty Little Liars is about? You've seen Pretty Little Liars?
So
it's like this group of 5 young girls. They're all besties. They all know super creepy secrets about each other and their families and whatever. So they're tight-knit, held together because of their secrets. Their quote-unquote like leader of their little clique, one night during a sleepover, she goes missing.
Oh.
And they all wake up and they're like, where's Allie? We don't know where Allie's at. And then she's never found.
Oh.
So then they like part ways or whatever, and then it goes forward and they come back together because the 4 other girls are starting to get ominous, creepy text messages. Like I can't think of a good example because they're all so like cliche. One of the girls is having like a teacher-student relationship.
Oh.
Which she didn't go into the relationship realizing that he was going to be her teacher, but she knew he was an older guy.
Right.
So that, and so she gets a message indicating that somebody knows about her relationship, and they just like mark the text with an A. And that's where the real mystery comes from. It's like, who's A? Because A is sending messages to all of these girls now about their new secrets that are coming up and referencing their friend Allison who went missing years ago, and now they're all starting to wonder, is it Allison or is it this person? Is it this person? Who knows my secret? And so all of that. So it starts off in like 7th grade, just before she goes missing in the first one. And I think they do that in the movie, in the show too, but I don't really remember. So I'm like, okay, the narrator sounds like she could sound like a 7th grader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well now they are in, I think they're sophomores or they're juniors in high school. I don't really know for sure, but she sounds the same. And I'm like, okay, they would have like, hit puberty and changed. Their interests are different. Like they would talk differently.
Right.
They're not children. They're not itty bitty children. But other than that, I am enjoying it. It is very cliche, very dramatic. Some of the things they do is just so stupid. Like the girl who got into the teacher-student relationship before she knew he was a teacher or whatever, she went into a bar. Nobody ID'd her. And so she went into the bar and was like sitting at the bar drinking, and that's where she met him. Oh. And I think at one point they were talking, getting to know each other, and like he had his hand on top of her hand. But then he's like, okay, I need to use the restroom. So he like leaves or whatever. And something I don't know exactly how she worded it, but she was like, and the pinky he was touching, I picked up my pinky and put it in my mouth. And I was like, what?
That's weird.
Why did you do that? So it's just like, some things are just like, y'all are weird. But for the most part, it's just like stupid drama, and which is fun. It's just a fun time. And I think I kind of vaguely, it's been a long time since I've seen the show, but you do eventually find out who this mysterious A person is. And I think I remember who it is, sort of, because it becomes a little
apparent.
It's bigger than it seems. So
I'm going to need you to tell me about this off camera? Off screen?
Off microphone?
Yeah, that's it. Off mic.
So I'm enjoying that. I started Flawless. I've listened to a couple hours of it. Yeah. And then I finished. I'm trying not to look back at my story graph. What was it called?
That's okay. I looked at mine the whole time.
The Texas Murders by James Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it as good as the first one?
The entire book was pretty good.
Yeah.
The very end. Okay, so it was good. The whole thing was good. It ended, and then so it ended, and I do feel like the actual ending and reveal and all of the things, I feel like that was a little rushed, but it was still okay. And then it was like there was a tiny little snippet of an end that like he kept writing, and it was sort of stupid. Like the whole book was good. Then you get to this very like I guess you'd say epilogue. I don't remember if it actually was in the epilogue. But Rory Yates is like, should I go back to my ex-girlfriend? Or should I try this relationship with this new woman? Oh man, I wish I could decide. Drats. And then like the book ends and I was like, what even was that? Obviously he shouldn't go back to his ex. What are you talking about? Don't make him stupid. He's pretty likable for the most part. Like don't do this. And I don't understand why they did that, because like that was the end of the series. So I don't get it. I don't know why that was there.
There was no point to it.
It felt ridiculous. But yeah, no, that book was good though, other than that. So, whatever. Then no, that's all I finished. What are you currently reading?
I went ahead and started What You Are Looking For Is in the Library.
Oh, good.
Yes. So I've gone through the first 2 stories.
Do you know how many stories there are?
I don't.
Okay.
I think I'm still in the middle of the second story. Almost done with the second story.
Okay. I have not started it.
It's very good. Obviously, I can't say a whole lot because we're going to have a whole episode about it. But I'm enjoying it so far. That's
good. I'm glad. Okay. And you're listening to it on Everend?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should start that at some point. But I'll probably not start it until a week before.
I mean, you have a lot going on right now.
Apparently. So, yeah, I'll probably start it. I'm excited though. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Was there anything else
Nope, that's all I'm reading.
Oh, okay. I am currently reading The Last Murder at the End of the World.
Yes.
Yay.
How are you liking it?
I haven't progressed since I texted you.
Okay.
So I still am only at 5% through the book, which is fine. It's good though. I'm intrigued. You know, I'm not very far into it, so there's not really much to think about, except I was like, oh, I feel like, I don't think you mentioned this to me, but like,
I didn't.
everybody on this island, and I think maybe everybody who's born on the island, I don't know. How do you get to the island? So there's actually a lot of questions. But,
This question gets answered later in the book.
okay, so that's good to know. But there's like a voice
Mhm.
inside everybody's head, and I was like, that is awful. I mean, they're used to it, so I guess, you know, whatever.
They're
But,
born with it.
yeah, so they don't know anything else.
Right.
But I was like, oh my gosh, if that just suddenly happened one day, if that just happened to me one day, that would drive me insane. I would hate that.
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing if somebody can hear your thoughts all the time. You don't necessarily know that, but it talks back to you
Yeah.
in your head. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Backseat driver all the time.
The 3 elders were not born with that.
Okay.
And so I would imagine that would probably be more annoying for at least 2 of them. The one elder is the one who created the voice.
Okay.
So you'll find that out later too, but I don't think that ruins anything by telling you that.
No, I don't think so. I do like the setting a lot, though, that they're on this island and it's like a pretty healthy working village, and there's like just black clouds all around the island or whatever, the fog keeping them there. I like it so far. It's something, I guess it was this book. It had to have been this book. I was reading something recently and I thought, kind of feels like Midsummer, the movie, the horror movie. I don't know why. It just sort of how it felt. Oh no, wait, nope, not this. That's for in a few minutes or in a few seconds. Real back.
Up.
So I'm not very far in The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton, but I am enjoying it. I don't know.
Wouldn't you agree so far in the book that it's better than The Devil in the Dark Water?
I'm only 5% through it. I'm like, yeah, I like this a lot more already. Which I liked The Devil in the Dark Water, but
this is more
just
enjoyable.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. But yeah, it is.
I think the pace is faster.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes the difference.
That helps.
Yeah.
So that's that. But I decided to go into my currently reading the back of my closet books that I have had on my currently reading forever now, that I started and then stopped. One of them is The Creeper by A.M. Shine.
Okay.
Which that's the one that's making me feel like the horror movie Midsummer. Now that I think about it. I'm going to read the synopsis just to remind everybody what this one is about. Not that I've read the synopsis on anything else, but let's see. Superstitions only survive if people believe in them. Renowned academic Dr. Sparling seeks help with his project on a remote Irish village. Historical researchers Ben and Chloe are thrilled to be chosen until they arrive. The village is isolated and forgotten. There is no record of its history, its stories. There is no friendliness from the locals, only wary looks and whispers. The villagers lock down their homes at sundown. It seems a nameless fear stalks the streets, but nobody will talk, nobody except one little girl. Her words strike dread into the hearts of the newcomers. 3 times you see him, each night he comes closer.
Oh.
That night, Ben and Chloe see a sinister figure watching them. He is the creeper. He is the nameless fear in the night. Stories keep him alive, and nothing will keep him away. But why it makes me think about the horror movie Midsummer is like, in the movie, it's just this group of, I think they're just traveling tourists trying to experience Midsummer for the first time. But like, there's obviously a horror twist put on to this whole event.
Right.
But they just show up in this extremely isolated, secluded village, and the locals are not very friendly. It's very quiet. It's creepy. It's like quieter than you think it should be. It's very ominous, but it's just very creepy so far. And they're like, they show up, it's like 6 o'clock at night, and they finally get to this village that this doctor makes them go to. I mean, makes them. He's paying them a pretty penny. But they go there, And they're like, okay, we're here because of this. We just want to talk to you. We're not like trying to harass you or anything. We just want to get your stories. Just learn about your people. That's that. Whatever. And they're like, no. And they're like, okay, but we have to. They're like, okay, well, you have until like sunset. Get your information and get out. And they're like, okay, well, we can't. We can't get out, really, because, we just hiked such a journey to get here. Like, it's not that easy. Like, we'll leave, in the morning.
Right.
Can we at least stay the night? It is very creepy so far. I am intrigued to see how freaky it gets. Because at the beginning, the prologue, somebody is dying because of, I'm assuming, the creeper. And they make a 911 call.
Oh.
And I don't remember exactly what she says, but she says, like, he's watching, come help me. And they're like, well, who's watching? She's like, I don't know, I can't see him, but I know he's staring at me through the window and he's smiling at me. And it was just very unsettling how it was written out.
That's very unsettling indeed.
And of course I read it at night underneath the covers. Because I'm reading it on my Kindle. And so my goal, obviously, is to keep moving forward with all the other books I'm thinking about and have to commit to.
Right.
But I'm going to finish The Creeper because I had started that on Kindle a while back and never, proceeded.
Right.
And then the other book on here is A Tidy Ending by Joanna Cannon, which is sort of like a mystery, almost cozy mystery kind of thing. So I'm going to have to listen to it, though. I was thinking, which is how I started it, and I was thinking about getting it on Kindle, but it's like $14.99 or something, and I was like, I don't really. I'm already like halfway through it on Everand. Like, I'd rather just do that. And then the parenting book that we still haven't finished. I have it upstairs, though. I'm like, I just need to pick it up and read through it, and just so I can be done with it, just so I can have peace of mind.
Right.
So I just want to clear out the currently reading section. So yeah, that's that. I never even added Flawless on here. Whoops.
You better get on that.
I think I did that on Fable. I'm also on Fable. If anybody uses Fable, we can be friends. Hold on. I've been having a hard time getting my Fable stuff to load lately.
Well, you better get that added to Storygraph.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I think I added it to Fable. Because there's this, right when you go on to Fable, it's like you can click I read today over the books that you read, and it'll add it to a streak. And it's very like, I want to just add it to my streak.
This girl.
I know.
What does Kindle say about your reading streak?
I don't know. I don't think I've read every single day, though, on it.
Oh.
I don't know where it would say it about
my mom loves to show me, look at how many days in a row I've read. I'm like, oh, okay, Mom. First of all, I'm very proud of you because you're reading on your Kindle. Good marks. But you've read every day of your life for my whole life, so it's not as impressive.
I'm used to it. Yeah, I don't think I've read every day on my Kindle, so it's not, I don't think it's even really there. I think I'm at 50 days, though, on Fable.
Nice.
If it would load, I would show you. Anyway, I don't know what my name is either. Oh, well, I know what my name is. My name is Brooke Bates. But I don't know what my username is on Fable. Anyway, good luck if you want to find me.
Well, maybe you can put that in the show notes when you find it. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I did add Flawless to this one. When did I start reading Flawless? When did I see it? I gotta figure it out.
That seems complicated.
It's more user-friendly than you would think, but I'm used to... Well, it's more user-friendly and, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at than Storygraph is. I like Storygraph because it's... Get out of here. It's pretty intricate with, like, the details and everything, but it is, like, if you look at both, you could see one looks prettier than the other one. It doesn't really matter. I use both. I can't see myself getting rid of Storygraph anytime soon, so.
Like those pie charts.
Yeah, I really do. I really do. I think that's it for me, though. I mean, I'm gonna be reading Flawless, the last murder at the end of the world. I think it's so they exiled somebody on the island. I'm only 5% through, but someone's son is exiled.
On the last murder at the end of the world?
Yeah, what did I say?
Oh, yes. Yes, there is an exile.
And I think that's interesting. Like, you're only on this island, and I guess they didn't want to, like, kill him, which is okay. But he's, like, the worst criminal there and stuff. I'm like, oh. But they also have the voice constantly telling them, like, the voice could tell them where he's at all times. So I guess it's safe. It's just interesting. It's interesting. I know. I'm sorry. Got a lot of. I've only just begun.
I don't know if this will ruin the story or not. The voice cannot tell where he is at all times.
So the voice is lying then to the guy, because that's what he said to the guy.
He knows where everyone else is at all times except the one who's been exiled.
That is interesting.
It comes out later, and there's a reason why.
Okay.
Which is also important because someone comes up missing, and the reason that he can't help find that person is the same reason why he doesn't know where the other person is at all times.
Interesting.
Or she. It's a male reader, but actually Abby is a girl.
Okay. I know. I kept saying he just out of...
I did too, but Abby's a girl.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Well, that's all. I'm done.
I can't wait for you to read more of the book.
I know. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to try to today, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, so if I really, really wanted to, I could download it on Kindle Unlimited and read it under the sheets.
There's a very good old saying that goes like this. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. And there's a huge tangle of weaving happening in this book.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
It's really good.
I like that, same thing at the beginning of The Devil in the Dark Water. There was like a map of the ship, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But also a list of characters.
Mm-hmm.
I keep going back and I'm like, oh, wait, no, this, that. Okay. I enjoy that because then I can reference it and stuff.
Right.
I feel like the first two Texas Ranger books were really good plot-wise. It made sense. Like, you could really sort of figure stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And although the last one was good, I feel like the villain of the story really sort of came out of left field. Like, because at one point it's revealed that their name is, or what their henchmen are calling this person is Mr. Z or Dr. Z. And I'm like, oh, Z. Okay. Let's go back a few pages and look around and see whose name maybe starts with a Z or whatever. And then earlier on, there's a few characters who are like, well, I travel all around the Southwest for my job, and all around the Southwest is where all these murders are taking place. Right. So it's like, okay, you're on my radar. And like, it's like, why? They weren't even relevant. Nothing was relevant. It just, the villain really came out of nowhere. But I don't know. Yeah. So really, I am a little more disappointed in the very last book, but that's okay. That's all right. I'll survive. Oh, well. The first two are really good. Solid. And you could read them individually. You don't even have to read all three or whatever. So, just saying, for anybody who's interested.
So, read the first two and not the third one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But, okay, now I'm really done. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's good. I'm glad that you said more about the books. Because I feel like I didn't really talk about mine at all.
Oh, actually, so sorry. I wanted to go back to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or whatever.
Yeah.
And what you were saying was, like, what does that even say about you? That you want to separate this consciousness so you don't have to be held accountable or whatever. And I'm like, so he's just evil. He's knowing what he's doing. He's just...
Right.
Yeah. What a scumbag.
But
it ends tragically, so I don't know.
Yeah. He tries to make everything right in the end.
Well.
After he's committed a murder.
After you I mean, you don't see anything wrong with what you're doing. Just because you're not aware as this other consciousness doesn't mean that you're not still doing it.
Right.
And then afterwards, you still know that you've created this side of you. Right. I don't know. Yeah, it just yeah. No, I did want to say that. Never did.
Then I wanted to talk about Dracula a little bit more. So, I've been led to believe my whole entire life that the way you kill a vampire is by putting a wooden stake through his heart. Mm-hmm. That is not how it's done in Dracula.
Interesting. Because Dracula is like the base of...
That's the quintessential vampire book.
Yeah.
So the first thing that he tries to do and is thwarted by doing is some kind of... Actually, this has never gone into detail what he plans on doing to save the first victim from becoming a vampire. But then he's supposed to, before she has any victims, cut her head off and pull her heart out.
But through her neck cavity area?
Yeah, crazy. But he doesn't follow through with that initially because of her fiance. In the end, he does have to cut her head off. And I think he just stabbed her in the heart as well, but not with a wooden stake. And then I'm sorry if I'm ruining Dracula for anybody right now. But I feel like everyone knows the story. It's not really...
If it's a classic, I mean...
Plus, lots of people I'm sure have seen the movie. They know what Dracula is. And okay, so then when they go to kill the 3 vampire women who were at the beginning of the book, and I kept wondering throughout the whole book, like, when are we going to address these 3 female vampires again?
Yeah.
At the end, when they're trying to catch up with and kill Dracula, they know they have to kill these women first because of his hold over them or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I was like, they're like Dracula's spawn, basically.
So they have to find them while they're asleep during the day because they can't do anything at all during the day. And they cut all of their heads off. And as soon as they cut their heads off, they turn to dust because they're so old. And so when Dracula's body casket is brought to where Van Helsing is, there's like gypsies chasing them, trying to take the body of Dracula away from the husband and the doctor who are bringing it to Dr. Van Helsing. But they thwart their advances and they get the lid off the coffin just as the sun starts to set. Excuse me.
Pressure's on.
He can see in Dracula's eyes that he is almost waking because the sun is almost down.
Yeah.
And so the doctor and the husband, one cuts his neck off at the same time that someone cuts his head off at the same time the other one plunges his knife into his heart and he turns into dust. And
fade to black. Close
it
the
almost
curtains.
feels anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But I was like, really? No wooden stake then?
Yeah.
I wonder where that came from.
Right. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like Anne Rice.
Mm-hmm.
She had those vampire books that really kind of took off. I know she's nowhere near as old as like Bram Stoker, but
right. Well, I don't know if it would come from her or someone else because I know that the wooden stake was used in Dark Shadows. Now, I watched Dark Shadows in the 90s, but that was a remake of you're going to laugh. It was a daytime drama. What are they called? It was a soap opera.
Oh.
In like the 50s or 60s. I'm thinking 60s. A vampire soap opera. Dark Shadows. By the way, a very ludicrous...
Did they redo Dark Shadows? I feel like they did because I've seen that.
They did it in the 90s.
Okay.
I don't know if they've redone it since.
I think they have.
But in the 60s, my mom watched it. She loved it. And I watched some of the original. I'm like, why did you like this? It's ridiculous. It's like
That's so funny.
It's like a B movie meets a soap opera.
Yeah. Guilty pleasure.
Couldn't get any
It's
worse.
just a guilty pleasure.
But I think they used wooden stakes in Dark Shadows in the original one.
I have.
And I know they used it in the remake.
If I have good enough service. Why wooden stakes kill vampires? Why wooden stakes kill vampires? In folklore, wooden stakes are often associated with killing vampires because they were believed to pin the creature to the ground, preventing it from rising from its grave. The choice of wood, often oak or ash, was sometimes tied to beliefs about its mystical properties, further reinforcing its effectiveness as a means of sustaining and.
So it's from folklore, not from.
I think so.
So it goes farther back than Bram Stoker.
Right. They used it in the audio series that I love that's on Audible, which is so sad because I don't have Audible. But then I used Fates just to listen to the newest one. Impact Winter.
Oh yeah.
They used wood in that it would restrain them and kind of paralyze them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And in that series is really good. So
if you have Audible.
If you do, that's a really good series. It's just such high quality. Very good. Very good actor, narrator people.
Mm-hmm.
And just very high quality sounds and script. Very good. So yeah, I liked that series. I wish that series was like a novel series, which I understand why it's probably not going to be. It's actually a comic series though. I don't know how accurate it is compared to the
comics.
Yeah, but I haven't read the comics, but I know it's a comic series. If you like 30 Days of Night, that vampire horror, it's sort of like that in a way. Or, well, with goriness, it's kind of like that. Don't watch it, Becky. Don't watch it. It's pretty nasty. But, yeah.
Okay, well, that's all I have. And that's all you have?
That's all I have.
All right. Well, thank you guys for another week. We appreciate that you listen to us. Well, we hope so after last week's episode, apparently. I can't wait to listen to it.
It's way more tolerable than what I let everybody hear in this the little snippet I played in here.
Oh, thank you for listening as always, kindred spirits. It's wonderful to know that there are so many of you in the world. Please continue to listen to us. Check us out on Instagram. I haven't done a lot on Facebook recently, but I think that when Brooke posts stuff on Instagram, it goes there. So
I think so.
And continue to check out Sideways Sheriff. And of course, I want to say thank you to Miss Tracy for being available to make anything that people want to order. So we do have merchandise. It is available. If you want any, just let us know. And until next time, stay happily booked.